Okay, Matt, we got the memo about the Kindness Rising promo, but what exactly are we promising people?
And is there craft services? Hey, I need snacks too.
Gentlemen, focus. Kindness Rising multiplies kindness and helps people get up on the right side of the bed.
So wait, we're not doing another angry headline show.
Exactly. We rise above the negative, divisive noise.
Translation, less rage bait, more high fives for humanity. And this is live, like actually live.
Yep. We go live on YouTube and LinkedIn, 7:30 a.m. Eastern every weekday.
Wait, if it's live, what if I forget my lines?
Then you improvise.
Okay, so our tagline is basically wake up, tune in, and start your day with kindness.
Exactly. Kindness Rising. Good vibes, practical tips, and a reason to get up on the right side of the bed.
You heard the boss. Subscribe now before he makes us do a TikTok dance.
Kindness Rising. Wake up, tune in, and let's make some good noise. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kindness Rising, your morning dose of hope, humanity, and heart, where we're getting up and getting after it. And I'm asking the question, why is it that when your life changes, your clothes don't quite seem to fit right? The sleeves are too long, the shoes rub, and even your coffee tastes like it switched brands overnight. Maybe it's because when you start a new chapter, your body and your life just need a minute to get in sync and agree on the tempo. Today on Kindness Rising, we're talking about what it means to live in between. When you're becoming someone new, but your body's still figuring out how to wear it.
If you like honesty with a side of chaos, hit subscribe!
It's the closest thing we've got to career stability.
Good morning again, and welcome to Kindness Rising. I'm Matt Roof, the Uncommon Kindness Guy, and I come here every morning, 7:30 a.m., to get you started with a little bit of energy, a little bit of positivity, and rise above the usual noise that's in our feed. Focused on growth and balance, and most of all, kindness. And I'm talking about my journey this week in starting a new gig, a new opportunity that I have. I'm starting into day 3. And as we do when we go live, I am bringing it to you step by step, day by day, telling you my story in hopes that it will inspire you, that it will inform you, that it will educate you and help you, because that's why I'm here, to build a community of people who want to rise, who want to get up, get after it, have a great life that's in balance. Balance is key. Finding that balance of work and home life, and the balance of yourself versus others, all those things that we talk about here on Kindness Rising. And I want you to get involved in the comments, introduce yourself, say hello, and we'll keep going here as we talk about those times when things don't fit, when you're right in the middle of a change. Like I said, I'm day 3 into this, and I am very focused, very self-aware of what's going on as I'm making this change. Things, when you make change, things seem to come out you didn't notice before, right? Oh, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice I gained a little weight here, or I lost a little weight there. My body has changed. My sleep patterns have changed, all those things. And this change that I'm taking on right now, big change of a schedule, is highlighting all those things for me. Jerry Ginger and Mike Sullivan, I am so glad you two are here with me. Talk to me about your change and how you stay healthy during times of transition, because we all have them, whether it's a new job, whether you move, whether you welcome somebody into your life, or unfortunately somebody might leave your life for a variety of reasons. All those things that have an impact on us, that's what we're working on today. Good morning, Adam Holroyd. So glad you are here too. Hope you're having a great day getting up and after it, focused on your trains and joining the programs. I just appreciate you guys so much. Tell me more about what you got going on. Let's get some chatter going. But anyway, this is for me one of those things, one of those weeks. It's a week where everything feels like it's shrunk in the wash, right? My clothes are tight, the days are tighter, and I'm stretching and trying to find my way. But that's where I am. My new job, my new rhythm, and my old wardrobe, trying to fit into old clothes. Have to change a little bit about the way I wear. Fortunately, I'm going to work in a room. I used to wear a suit and tie every day to work, and today, now this job is a little more casual. I get out of my tie-dye t-shirt, but anyway, that is where I'm at. I'm in that in-between space. It's all right because I'm here. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a continuation. I've talked about it with you guys before. It's a continuation. I am focused on making this transition as part of my growth as I grow, and I getting out of the world of administration of healthcare, of human services, and leaning into this whole digital media and marketing, which is something that I've always been curious about and always loved. And I'm doing it step by step by step. I started by joining the Mornings in the Lab network. Oh, forgot to turn off my cell phone. Anybody recognize that whistle if you heard it? Anyway, yeah, this is part of that transition, part of that growth, part of that change in life, and I'm loving every minute of it. I worked really hard when I wore a suit and tie and never ever felt right, to be honest. I mean, I talked about it before. I did it. I was good at it at times. I sucked at it at times, but it never felt right. And now I'm moving into something that I feel feels right, and I'm loving it all, especially coming here every morning at 7:30 a.m. My nose does run in the morning in the winter, though. Someone pointed out to me, "You're sniffling a lot." Yeah. Guess who that was? I don't know if she's out there listening and just not chiming in. But we know who. Anyway, Jerry, I appreciate you. Yeah, Mike, yeah, the spiral staircase. Just don't let the old man in. I like that one. That is it, man. Just keep going. Don't let the old man in. You're not old. Age is not a factor, right? It's about how you live your life. And like I've said this one before, right? We don't grow old. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. So I hope you're finding something to play with. And yeah. Mom, I'm doing great. Good morning. Glad to hear it. Glad to see you. How's the snow? We got a dusting here on the ground. It's not really anything too significant, but things are okay. Not going to stop me from doing what I need to do today. So we're talking about the clothes we wear, literally and figuratively, as we change and yeah, it's all good. Eventually, I know things are going to fit. I'm going to find that rhythm. A big one for me this week has been eating, right? Just like, when do people go to work? I'm in the office. I'm doing some training with this guy. And when do people go to lunch? What do they eat? And the place where I'm going is not really super convenient. It's up on the top of a mountain, actually. So it's not like running into town and that kind of thing. So trying to figure out my lunch schedule, my breakfast. I get to hang up from this or run, and I go off to, change my clothes, and I'm in the car and I'm gone. That's been the rhythm so far. So I'm doing a little bit more at night to prepare. Just get a new rhythm going to be prepared. Pretty basic stuff, but it's still real when you're in the heart of that change. And let's see if Cal and Stan are making any changes right now.
Starting today, wellness is mandatory. 10,000 steps, 1 smoothie, 0 excuses.
I've been walking in circles since Monday.
Balance isn't found in steps. It's found when you stop counting them.
All right, parkour Reggie, apparently. Yeah, I know how Cal feels, right? I'm like, I haven't worked out. I haven't gone on one of my walks. I haven't been really focused on that physical aspect for 3 days. It's okay. But I haven't feel like I'm walking in circles because I'm just moving around and changing. So Cal, I'm definitely channeling that cat feeling that Cal has right now. And yeah, it's going to be all good. And why is it going to be all good? Because I still get up here 7:30 a.m. every weekday, Kindness Rising, and here we talk about organizations that are doing good work for good people, because that continues to be our mission, to multiply kindness and unlock growth for good people doing good work. And so today's Kindness Spotlight shines on an organization that understands what it means to live inside change, not just mentally, but emotionally and physically. I'm talking about NAMI. I think I've talked about them before, but they're an important part of the world of mental health. It's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and they've spent decades helping people and families find balance when life feels unpredictable. Why is NAMI important to me, and why am I talking about them? Because my child, my daughter, who is finishing up her education in psychology, is connected to this organization. She's become a member as a student, and I'm sure will continue to stay involved, because NAMI isn't just a hotline or a pamphlet. It's a movement built on empathy and education. They train community members to recognize early signs of stress, anxiety, and burnout, and they help workplaces build compassionate cultures. NAMI reminds us that the quiet moments when you finally admit you're not okay are often where the healing begins. And that's NAMI. And Meryl, if you're listening, that one was for you. Jaden, you're out there, I know, sometimes listening. That's my daughter and her boyfriend. Probably sharing too much, but they are the people I love and care about. And so, of course, I want to talk about it. And so, yeah, Meryl, keep going with that NAMI stuff. Jaden, keep going with your physical education and your focus on coaching. I love it. I love it. All right, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Still getting used to the new studio. I like it. Still a few things that I'm figuring out, but being able to stream on, I don't know who's watching on horizontal or who's on vertical, who's on first, what's on second. I don't know. I can't tell because now it's all integrated. It doesn't really matter, but I can see myself in both feeds. I'm just telling you about how those changes happen, and this is the stuff that happens when you go live. The systems evolve, the software updates, and that changes your process and your workflow and all that when you get up and you do it over and over again consistently. And then those external factors impact you. Those are change. That's change that you're dealing with. And that's something that will highlight your leadership, your expertise, your ability to handle improvisation and to lead a community, all those things. When you go live and you create a channel with Mornings in the Lab Network, that's what I'm doing here. That's why I'm doing it. If you are interested in starting your own channel, we can totally help you. We can help you. We will do everything to make it so that you just have to show up, bring your best self and your expertise and your experience and your authenticity and your trust and your ability to entertain and connect with people. That's the E framework. That's what we can do to help you. Anyone like my new coffee mug? The reason? Again, a change. That one that I usually drink out of, left it on the desk at the new gig when I brought it yesterday. So still iced coffee, but I'm drinking it out of a ceramic mug. Put honey in the coffee. It might be the cure for your stuffy head. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Bernard probably knows about that. I'm not sick. I don't have a sinus infection. I don't know. Just morning. Good morning. Good morning. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Who am I? Oh, Jerry, I appreciate that. I realize I'm a little late on the response, but who am I outside of my career? That's an adventure to find. So many of us throughout our lives, I'm experiencing it. Just your identity is so wrapped up in what you do. It still is for me at 53. I have many years left to contribute and to grow and to build something. And you do too, of course, Jerry, if that's your choice. But yeah, it's an interesting adventure to find. I like that. What are you up to, Jerry? What are you into? Absolutely. What are you trying out? What new adventures are you taking? It'd be awesome to hear about. All right. Going at a little different flow today. We talked a little bit about EAT, of course. That is the framework that I lean into that helps to think about what value we have to offer and how we can bring that value to life, whether it's when we go live or it's standing in front of people or it's at church or it's at the baseball game, whatever it may be, because you have a personal brand, whether you focus on it or not, whether you know it or not, whether you're aware of it or not, you have a personal brand, and it's built on these 5 principles. It's built on your experience, your ability, what you've done in your life. It's built on your expertise, what you know and what you're able to offer. It's built on whether you're authentic or not, whether people can see through your facade if you have one, or whether you're being genuine. I know you know it when you see people out there, and I hope that you are working on finding your authentic self. We all evolve and change. Look for it, including continuing to kick the table. Is it me or is it the table? It's me. I'm doing it. The table's not great either, frankly. Anyway, trust is showing up. It's saying, I will be here regardless of what's going on in my life. It is building relationships, asking questions. That authenticity, again, builds trust. And then lastly, entertainment. We all come to these things. That's really focused on the ones in the lab network, but your ability to entertain, even when you're not online or you're not streaming or whatever, absolutely. People want to be entertained, whether that's having a conversation with somebody, a phone call, a Zoom meeting, whatever it may be. Not that you're doing song and dance, but entertainment is more about connection as far as I'm concerned. When you're being entertained, you're being connected. You might not be as active in that connection during that moment, but when you're being entertained, that's you connecting. That's how I see it, for sure. Absolutely. And yeah, there's a brand that I'm just learning about. It's called 10,000. I don't know if anybody else has heard of 10,000 before, but they are a men's training apparel company, and they're all about the building mindset. They're not about, I'm going to get jacked. I mean, whatever this is, but their mindset is just be better than yesterday. It's not about perfection or pushing your personal records. It's about progress in small, consistent reps. And that's the message that I think hits for me. I've talked about this with my health, right? Just doing something a little different than yesterday, being aware of it, is going to be key to a healthy and balanced life for me. And that's what 10,000 focuses on as a men's apparel company. So check them out. They're let's see, real growth. Real growth isn't flashy. That's their kind of their motto. So anyway, I've chosen the path of Jeff Lebowski. I abide. Yes, the dude. So Jerry Ginger, you're a dude. All right. The dude abides. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. My favorite part of that movie, my favorite role in that movie is Julianne Moore. She's great. She's great in that. I was thinking, what's the line? She says, he's a great doctor, also very thorough. Love that. Very thorough. Anyway, anybody who knows the Lebowski movie might understand that. We could all get off on quoting the dude. The dude. All right, let's see what Cal and Stan have going on for the dudes.
Cal, you look like you're buffering.
Hit the 2 o'clock wall.
Drink this. It's concentrated energy.
Energy isn't something you drink. It's something you protect.
Reggie channeling his Sensei Whiskers in public. He had a dual personality, but I think they're starting to blend and become one. All right. So we've been talking a little bit about going live, and it's not always glamorous. It's not always glamorous what I'm doing. Sometimes my shirt's wrinkled, my camera battery's low, I'm running around, but the reality of life in transition, that's what going live is. It's showing up every day, and that's the great equalizer. That's the great equalizer. You can't filter it. You can't rehearse it. You just show up. Sure, you think about it and you plan what you're going to talk about, but you're gonna get up and have something new to say, perhaps, and not rehearse it and just talk about what you care about, what's going on in your life, building a community. You survived college in the 80s, Jerry Ginger. I understand. I was in the 90s, so I'm a little bit behind you, but I talk about it with my buddies all the time. Like literally, how did we survive? We were not always the smartest people in our early college years. I'm so surprised. That's one thing. I mean, just sharing this little bit of vulnerability moment. I am just shocked. I have 2 kids in college right now. Their lives are just so much different than what college was for us in our time. In some ways, so much better. In some ways, I'm like, what? I think it's all because of this. The technology has changed social patterns, social needs, and it's remarkable in a generation how differently the kids think, the way they behave. They're much more mature and much more responsible, has been my observation, at least the ones that my kids have been hanging with and I've been exposed to. I am just continuously amazed at these kids and their focus and their need to get out of, or want to get and keep growing and doing new things, and the opportunities and how to take advantage of them. It's really kind of cool. It's really kind of cool. I know sometimes my priorities when I was in college were not always aligned, but these kids seem to have it. My take on that is I think they've seen our generation that struggled with still paying our college debts, and they heard about it their whole life. I know I influenced my kids in terms of their choice, in terms of the amount of money and what you're going to get out of the education in a way that was very obviously influenced by that understanding, having a different perspective. after having graduated college and got a master's degree and all that. So anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but it doesn't really matter. It was what was on my mind in the moment. So don't forget, when you go live, and you can right here at the Mornings in the Lab Network with me, with Keith, you're showing your leadership. You're showing your influence. You share these vulnerable monies and energy. And your energy, that is your proof of life. Absolutely. Cherry Ginger, oh man, wow. Pharmacy school, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think we probably had access to things and all kinds of kookiness. That's an interesting background. Was that you stuck it out? You're a licensed pharmacist and took care of business that way? Is that what your career was? I'm interested. Well, anyway, I do appreciate Jerry Ginger getting involved in the comments, sharing about himself. If you're out there listening, why don't you share about yourself too? And we can grow and have some fun together every morning, weekdays, 7:30 a.m. on Mornings in the Lab Network with Kindness Rising. And then we get on over to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. And they're going to get up and after it with a little bit of fun and chaos today. Before we close out, because I rambled on and I missed a bunch of the content, I don't know. Sensei Whiskers. I think Sensei Whiskers still has to get in here because I spent time with him and I want to share.
Sensei, I'm trying to stay calm, but I feel like I'm always behind.
When the world races ahead, the wise cat blinks slower.
You mean have patience?
Patience is not waiting. It's knowing you're already where you're supposed to be.
Change doesn't always feel graceful. Sometimes it looks like wrinkled shirts and tired eyes. But every time you show up, even when you don't feel ready, you're teaching your body and your heart that they can trust you again. The new rhythm takes time. The new version takes patience. Nothing fits at first, and that's okay. That's the show for today. Thank you for coming out for Kindness Rising. I appreciate all of you coming out, spending time with me here on the channel. I appreciate you, Jerry Ginger, getting after it in the comments, Roseanne Roof, my mother, getting after it, Mike Sullivan, Adam Holroyd, all you guys out there listening, getting involved. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends, and get on over there. If you are ready to go live to show your true self, to build some personal accountability and have some fun, join me on the Mornings in the Lab Network and go live just like I do on Kindness Rising. And as we say every day here, stay uncommon and stay kind. What if your mornings could be inspiring and ridiculously fun?
Kindness Rising isn't just a show, it's a full wake-up vibe.
It's freaking fun, people.
Yeah, man, it's got real get after it energy.
I love it.
Wake up with Kindness Rising.
I help purpose-driven people grow their impact. 5-ingredient recipe to help you build your personal brand. Get out there and take kind action.
If it's live, they'll feel it.
On Kindness Rising, we bring you proven strategies and fresh ideas you can actually use. If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Exactly. Fail fast, rebound faster.
You'll see the bloopers and the genuine connections that make kindness contagious. We sometimes get into a little bit of trouble.
Pretty much my life made the list.
You can trust what you see right here is honest, respectful, and uplifting. Social impact organizations, and we always talk about them. Try kindness. It's way cheaper than therapy. You just made my day.